Can we start, Rajbhai?
Yes, ready, sir.
Okay. Welcome all participate. Welcome on behalf of Speedforce family. Today we conduct a webinar of Speedforce business opportunity. So we warm welcome you all. I introduce Mr. Raj Kishanji. He is the director of Speedforce and taken care of South India operations. Raj Kishanji have a huge experience, and on his leadership, take it ahead from 18 outlet in last 4 months. We closed 18 franchisee. We already opened 12 franchisee in South India. So we welcome you all again. Not but take too much time. Rajbhai will take webinars. Rajbhai, please welcome.
Hi, friends. As Deepan sir has said that we are not going to take much of your time, but I assure you the time that is spent today with us will definitely pay a great value for you in the future once you decide to take up Speedforce. So let me just first welcome you all to Speedforce, and it's an honor to be here in the media room of Speedforce and talk about Speedforce franchise to all of you. So Speedforce franchise in a nutshell is we are connecting the dots of the problems of every two-wheeler owner. So I will tell you a small example why Speedforce is born. So see, the moment you buy a new bike, the first year is a king ride. They say you have a kingly ride. Every month, every 2 months, you go to the branded showroom and you give your vehicle for service and come back. So that's there at a very high level. And the 366th day, the two-wheeler owner almost is in a very perplexed situation whether to go to the brand or to go to a local mechanic. The reason is the brand is going to give him good service, but they're going to charge him heftily. And the mechanic is going to give you never know what his service is, whether he's going to give you genuine space or not. So there is a big gap between these two both. So in between, we have created a platform called Speedforce, where you can enjoy the relationship that you have with a mechanic, in the sense the common man terms you can feel, and have the quality service on state of art equipment, trained people, and genuine spares and lubes for you. So this is the basic USP of the company. But the USP is being differentiated into different levels as we go through the business process. So business process is very simple. Before I open my PPT, I think I'd like to share with you three truths that the Indian automobile industry and the survey industry has realized. One is we are one of the largest manufacturers of two-wheelers. That you should agree with me, is it not? So the second one is we are also one of the largest consumers of the two-wheeler industry. The third is a very, very, very important survey, which has been the fundamental foundation for our company and for the franchise also, because it is stipulated that between 25 years, 2.5 decades of lifetime of every individual in India, we own three to four two-wheelers. That is initially during the college days, Papa buys you a bike and you go around with that. Once you start professionally a job or a office or your own setup, then you change another two-wheeler to show the society that you have now become independent. Then the third two-wheeler is when you have an enhancement in your job or profession, you buy it to show your status symbol. And the fourth two-wheeler, especially, is in fact, even at the fourth two-wheeler, with the lots of plastic money coming out and the loans coming out, you're going to go in for a four-wheeler, true. But even at that time, you're going to have a standby two-wheeler if for case of emergencies. This is a normal tendency of all of us, and I also do the same. It's the same with you also. So this is where we understood that there is a business which needs, which has the ability to go through any type of recession. Yes, I would like to specify that this is a recession-proof industry. And the very simple proof is the Corona time was a blessing in disguise for Speedforce. We have nearly finalized around 25 plus outlets and opened around 18 plus outlets during this Corona time. So that's one fact personally which we felt. But generally, the industrial fact is after Corona, the first industry that took up with the leap with a 13% almost gain was the two-wheeler manufacturing industry. In fact, they've sold many two-wheelers better than pre-corona times. So this is the situation which is said. So the more the two-wheelers are sold, the more they are out for service. So this is one thing we have understood, and this is the fundamental. Now let me go through the Speedforce. As a Speedforce franchisee, what is it? So I think you are very curious about it, is it not? So me too. When I was first speaking to Deepen and Kapilji, they were both the founders. I was very interested, very geared up. This is way back in 2011 when we were discussing the Speedforce phenomena. It was really great. So let's have a look at how the things are going on and what it is. But basically, one basic point is we have created a structure, a process, in fact, a total structure which is converting the unorganized sector into an organized sector. Okay, so let's now get into the Speedforce two-wheeler service. And before we get in, I would like to tell you that we are basically we have got around 80 plus units, and tomorrow we are opening our 81st unit, and by December end, we are going to hit around 100 plus units. So that's a big thing. I think we need a round of applause from all of you. Yes, the contents. I think this is a slide which just talks about how things are going. So that is it. So two-wheeler industry, service industry, as I told you, substantial growth seen in two-wheeler automobile industry. Yes, absolutely. I can tell you in 2019 there were 32 crore, 16 crore vehicles that were there on the out of service area. That means so every two-wheeler needs about 4 services. Almost 12% growth achieved year on year in last 6 years. Large gap in sales versus service. As I told you, we have got two pedestals. One is the branded and one is the roadside mechanic. So Speedforce has created a via media situation where everybody can enjoy it. Okay, so yeah, so large gap. Manufacturer service redemption is as low as 20%. Yes. So the service redemption is really very low. See, I will tell you a very classic example of a two-wheeler. Imagine the last time you changed a tire. When did you change your tire? Only when you got a puncture, is it not? So this is the situation of the two-wheeler, and only when we have a problem, we walk into a mechanic. We don't, like, just like cars, we don't periodically maintain. I mean, this is not, I don't say there could be some disciplinarians with between you who definitely do it, but it's the normal tendency. At least I've never taken a two-wheeler. Right now I am getting it serviced every month. So this is the redemption. The reason is because this is the attitude. Manufacturer service focuses largely on warranty services. Yes. So manufacturer is mostly on the warranty service. As I said, the first year warranty is a wonderful thing, and after that, it's a kingly ride, and then you realize you turn into an orphan. You never know where to go, whether to go to the brand or to go to the roadside mechanic. So this is one thing which I thought. And then the other manufacturers, small local garages provide service. Yes, absolutely. There are manufacturers. There are few network of service providers also in certain cities. But in India, we are supposed to be the largest growing service chain network across India. So lack of professional approach in local garages, poor housekeeping, one man show. Yes, it is mechanic show. See, when you go to the two-wheeler mechanics, it's more machine centric, and we though our actual process is machine centric, our vision is totally customer centric. I will tell you, as I told you in the beginning also. So market potential 36 core services. I think we have already gone through the economic transformation raised customers expectations, state of art latest workshops established, neat, clean, nice looking. So this is, we needed this transformation. See, we have been moving ahead in our times. You know, from the uneducated, now we have got 76% of literacy. We are going ahead, and people are looking for a lot of services to be added. So that is one thing. Now, customers' expectation, more open to latest technology, look for quick response, ready to pay extra care services. Now, this is one factor that you need to understand. Normally, what happens when you take a two-wheeler, you go to a two-wheeler workshop. So this has been a very fundamental and trump card for Speedforce, because we have designed a 21 checkpoint sort of a thing to generate a health report of each vehicle. So when you go to a normal mechanic, say you tell them, see, I got a chain problem. Can you change the chain and service it to give me service it and give it to me? So that's the mechanic will look into it and say, yes, sir, I will do it and give it to you. But whereas when you go to a two-wheeler workshop, we have created a situation where our trained mechanics will use your vehicle for about 3 minutes, 3 to 12 minutes, and generate a health report of your vehicle. Say, suppose you go to any of my Speedforce outlets and say there's a problem with the chain. So my guys will take a ride and then come back and then check 21 checkpoints. We have got a standard operation process, and in the job pod also we have made this a dedicated team that works on every aspect of Speedforce. Similarly, there's a job card which suggests, the first part suggests about there are three columns. One is the actual job, one is the customer's voice, and then the actual job, and then the labor. So when you go, you tell them the actual. What did you say? The customer, as a customer, you said there's a problem with the chain. So with the chain, you have gone there. But our guide delivers a health report, and he says, sir, along with the chain, there is a small sprocket that is there, that is gone, and we have also checked there's a problem with the clutch plate. But your mindset is you are giving Speedforce a chance. So when you give a chance for Speedforce, you don't want to be taken for a ride. So he said, listen, boss, my problem is the chain. Do the chain, do service, and give it back to me. Absolutely, we agree to whatever you say. We do that. But during, as I said, the actual job, we have registered the complaints in your brain. Is it not? So when you finish the service in the evening, they do the chain, they change the chain, do the service, and give you the vehicle because as you wanted. But once you leave my garage after 1 month or 25 days, the problems which I said my mechanic has told in the health report will start cropping up. So as I said, whenever you have a problem, you visit a mechanic. Otherwise, you don't as a two-wheeler owner. So when there is a problem with the sprocket or there is a clutch plate that's gone, then you move down to the mechanic and you show him this is the problem. Maybe you might not be near Speedforce outlet. You might be far away from the Speedforce outlet. you will go to a roadside mechanic. The moment you go to a roadside mechanic, the first thing he will say, see, because every mechanic's tendency is, everybody in the competent arena is to talk ill about others. This is a psychology that we have. So when you go to a mechanic, what happens? He checks these chains and says, sir, which idiot has changed the new chain without changing the sprocket? So that does not mean that he's trying to undermine us, because we have already told you. So then, as a customer, your feeling will be, gut feeling would be, that these people have got technology, they've got state of art equipment, trained people, and they understand my vehicle better than anybody else, because we have been proactive, we have suggested that. So this is the USP that is developed to a customer. This is what we thought we will do, and this is what we are doing too. So I think you'd have understood. I think for the late joiners also, I think you'd have understood the concept, because we have not gone much into the deeper into the concept. It is just how to pamper a customer is what Speedforce teaches you. Why should you pamper a customer? It's not that, because even if he changes 4 brands or 4 vehicles in his lifetime, the vehicles might change, the machine might change. Tomorrow you might get EV, the machines might change, but the customer is the same. So if you are going to solve the customer's problem as per the startup rule, any solution that really is efficient, economical, and user friendly, the customer stays with you. Loyalty count increases. This is the undermining statement of Speedforce, which we have done. Now I made you understand what we do to the customer. Now the second part is, now as a franchisee, what can be, what, how do we equip you? So we equip you with all the latest machinery, state of art machinery that is required to repair a vehicle. Mind you, whatever vehicle that you need to repair, the entire machinery is there with you. Second, we also, since most of the people who come to us are two-wheeler, away from the automobile industry. In fact, 97% of our franchisees are out of automobile industry, and they needed the entire training. So the training is given to by us to your people, to the mechanics or to your staff. Even the franchise owner, we give you a training. So what Speedforce does is it equips you with all ways. And the third thing that we equip you is, we equip you with vendors. We have got centralized contract with vendors. I will tell you, Minda. Most of the automobile people would know that Minda manufactures most of the wear and tear material for almost all the brands. So Minda has signed a central contract with Speedforce that they will supply material to the Speedforce franchisees. Here we raised 3 points to Minda. We said, listen, you are. We understand this. This agreement had signed when we were in 20. We were having 26 franchises, just 26 franchises. So then we told them, we will not do bulk purchase, because this is basically a Gujarati company. We look for low investment and high return module. So we will not go for bulk purchase, because whatever discount anybody gives, if we are going for a bulk purchase, we need inventory space. We need to understand the interest of the investment. So we will not go in for bulk purchase. Second, we will not buy from the manufacturing, and in the sense, Minda has got its manufacturing facilities at various localities. We will not buy from them, because if we are going to buy from them, then there is a minimum order quantity that is required. You need to ship from there. All these problems. So we will not do that. Third, our franchisees must get a wonderful rate whether they buy 1 piece or 100 pieces. That's my point. Whether you buy 1 piece or 100 pieces, the discount is the same. This we have made it very clear. So Minda has also understand our vision that we wanted to get into the deeper pockets of India, the rural pockets or the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities of India, and give every two-wheeler owner the chance to get his vehicle serviced at a multi-brand outlet. So this is what we decided. This is what we told Minda, and this was our in fact our vision. So Minda agreed with that and said, "Fine, I will." We have got a widespread network across India. So wherever your franchise is located, the nearest distributor will supply them at almost better than the dealer price, mind you. So the dealer price. So that is how the discounts start happening from 10% to 55%. You have discount on various things. Say suppose you have a Minda product. A Minda product is being sold to you, and you buy it for the sake of your customer. Then such a product would cost you would yield you around 35% to 40%. But suppose if the same Minda product has got the branded branded thing on it, then it would cost you, it would give you only 10%. So The variation is between 10 to 55%. You make up a lot of things. So this is what we created. We had, and when we were at 49, 48 franchisees old, then Castrol walked into us. Castrol, you know, the world's largest oil company, and if they wanted, they could have bought us, or if they wanted, they could have pushed us out of the industry also, because they've got such a big, magnanimous network and a very big strength. But still, they believe, they believed in our vision, they believed in our mission, and they said we wanted to align with you. So they have aligned with us and they are co-branding partners. Now they are supplying their material, their Castrol lubes to you at a very discounted rate. So there, what we have done is we have given you state-of-art equipment, we have given you latest training, and we have given you connections to the various vendors to get the material at a very best rates and get genuine material. So these are the three things that have been done. Then the fourth thing is we have also roped in with scrap vendors. You know, as a workshop, I would certainly tell you that 90%, 99%, in fact 100% also, nobody will take back the goods that have been removed from. I mean, in the sense, you remove the old goods, none of the customer would like to take it. But then, if you're going to put it in the dustbin, then we are doing a mistake, because every part that is being removed, every defective spare that is being removed is worth its value in gold. So we connect you to the scrap dealers also, scrap vendors also. So what we have done a way where you can even your scrap is worth this thing. So this is all that. Now I have given you wonderful state of art equipment. We have given you training. We have given you training. Yeah, the two-wheeler consumer knows that you're doing wonderful thing. But how do you realize that you're giving them genuine spares or not? So every spare you can't just show it to them. So you have to make a way for them to understand that this is a genuine spare. So now, how do we do that? So we have created a CRM and a sort of a software which will take in the inventory, which will take in the entire structure, and which will rope into the billing software also. So what happens when you give a bill? It says that, see, a chain is changed, some pins have been changed, all these part numbers, everything come on the bill. So that creates a sort of an authenticity with the customer. Now imagine he has had a look at the way you are maintaining your showroom, spick and span. All the necessary images talk about mechanism, and we are having trained mechanics. We are giving them genuine spares, and we are giving them wonderful bill also. So with all this, do you think a customer will leave you and go? No. So the loyalty is going to increase because these are all loyalty points. Now this is where Deepan, myself, our other directors, we've all sat down and decided: is this enough for our workshops? Is this enough for our franchise? The earning potential? No. Then we went a little ahead. We went a little ahead and said this is going to be a corporate showroom. So corporate showroom must have more add-on facilities. So we roped in an aggregator for insurance. So insurance, any your vehicles, your customers want insurance. Yes, we can do the insurance also. So any company you can do insurance. And then the most important thing, getting insurance done, everybody gets it done. But there is something called, I mean, it should not happen. God forbidden. I don't want anybody to have an accident at all. None of my customers, especially. But in case of a desperate situation, in case of an accident, then where do they go? In case of an accident, there are three steps. One is you should not remove the vehicle from the accident spot. Second is you should find the insurance company evaluator to evaluate the damage that has happened. Third, after getting the sanction, find the insurance approved mechanic to get the mechanic done. So these three things. Now, how does Speedforce solve this? Why should it solve? Because it should, at no point of time my franchise must give a sorry figure, cut a sorry figure to consumer, because a customer is the most important person on our premises, as Mahatma ji said. And if we are able to have appease him in all the ways, then his loyalty is going to increase. So this is what we decided. Now, because we have signed in an agreement with an aggregator, you can book your insurance. Similarly, you become an insurance appraiser for all the insurance company. In case there is a accident, you can go assess it. You need not do anything. Just take photographs, write, list down the damages that have happened, what is the estimate, and push it online. There will be a specific training for that. That's a different issue. But let me just tell you where are the cashing points of a franchise. So this is one thing that would be done. You can do it. And similarly, because you own a Speedforce outlet, you are eligible to repair the insurance vehicle also. So suppose you submit a bill online for 10,000 and the insurance company says, see, there are some plastic parts which are not covered by insurance. So it will be 8,000 or 8,500 is sanctioned. But then instead of searching for a mechanic who's insurance approved, you can just come down, you can yourself do the mechanism and get the bill approved. So these are the things that we are giving as a value add-ons to the customer. Now, next point. Similarly, as I said, we are going to a minimum 4 vehicles are there for in everybody's life. So that means you are selling 3 vehicles. Is it not? Yes. So we have roped in with another aggregator where you can buy and sell vehicles without the need to warehousing them or paying advances, nothing. If suppose somebody wants to sell a vehicle, you need to just take a pic and post it on the aggregator's website. And whenever it is sold through the aggregator in the specific geolocation, you get your commission. Similarly, your customer wants a vehicle, he can buy it online through you, and for that you get a commission. So we have created, we have kept the customer the centric. As I initially told, it's a customer centric module. The business process is a customer centric module. We have put the customer in the center and created all his necessities, fulfilling all his necessities. Now you catch my point. So under these circumstances, if this is going to happen, if I'm telling you, if it is going to happen, it's going to be a success run for every franchise, because our only objective is our franchise. Every franchise that we have got has to be a profit center. This is the most important formula of Speedforce. We take care of the franchise to see that he must be a profit center, because if he is a profit center, he will serve the customer better, and the customer is ultimately benefited. So all these things have been created in a chain sort of a thing, so that everything is interlinked. So now with this successful USP, as I said, we are right to 80 plus units, and by December 31st, we are going to go 100 plus units. And I mark you, this would be one of the largest small businesses that have 100 plus units across India, and with a pan-Indian culture. You know, with 100 kilometers down, every place there's a different culture, there's a different language. In spite of all this, we have been able to do that. Our 80 units right now are scattered across 20 states, and we are there in 40 cities. So you understand where we know the how well we know the market. So now let me have a quick thing. So there is a need service with a difference. I think we have gone through all these things. Now, neat and clean service, use of high-tech tools, service at doorstep, transparency services. Skills such as Speedforce a company different skill sets: after sales service, networking, sales, marketing, branding, accounts, finance. Now, most of the participants who are there might be a lot of things running in their brain. They might feel, yes, what these people are talking. These people are talking about big things. Is it practically possible? Yes. This is one thing which always interests me, that I would like to take here certain people of the management team who would, with their experience and expertise, convince you that what we have done, what we are doing is perfect. So the first person, the initial founders of this company, I think you have met initially. The inaugural address was given by Mr. Deepen Barai, and then right now we have got Mr. Kapil Bindi and Mr. Ashok Shah. These three people were the initial founders. So Kapil and Deepen, they were more into retail management and managing consumer sales. They held a very senior positions across big companies, and they resigned, and they were very intentionally looking for a business opportunity which would give rise to many entrepreneurs across India, and which would get into a mode where there would be no restriction, there would be no this thing, there will be no what I say recession, there will be no losses, where it is every time needed. So since 2011, we were working on various models as to how to go about, and then Speedforce is actually the brainchild of these three people. So the couple has got around 17 plus years of experience. Deepen has got around 30 plus years of experience in retail management. And Ashok sir has got 28 years of rich experience in Bajaj. He has retired from Bajaj, and with him, he has a legacy of organizing 500 plus workshops across India for Bajaj. So he is the person. If you look at our videos, our media staff would PR staff would send you the videos if you register your numbers out here. So you can see that the entire showroom is decked up with foam flexes with different designs, and everywhere there is a dedicated wash area, there is a dedicated RAM area, there is a dedicated spares area, there's a dedicated scrap area. All these things, these all things are the brainchild or the blueprint of Mr. Ashok Shah. And thank you, sir. You have given a real solid module for us. So this is the thing. This is the thing that's happening now. Okay, now you understood how we are getting state of art equipment, how we are designing the workshop. The next is Mr. Vaidya. Mr. Vaidya is basically 36 plus years of experience in Bajaj, and he has also resigned from Bajaj. He sits in Pune because it's very near to the Bajaj office, and he's the person who takes care of the entire strategy. Every single move, every single strategy that you people do as a franchise or we people do as management, it has been designed by Vaidya sir. So Vaidya sir takes care of technology, he takes care of training modules, and he takes care of all. As I said, he takes care of the strategy. So this is the four core team which started out, and later two more people joined. That is the one who is talking with you, Raj Kishan and Mr. Pranav Bhatt. So in between us, we share the four corners of the India. So I take care of the south, the other people take care of the north, east, and west. So these are the four people. We four people identify the entrepreneur, help him with the local strategies, do the data analytics of the geolocation, understand the space, give him all the understanding as to how to go about the thing, and structure the workshop. When we are structuring the workshop, Ashok Shah interprets, and he starts doing all the activity for the internal workshops, branding, the board, the LED board, and the lollipop and internal branding, where the wash area has to come, the design of the workshop. Then Vaidya sir's people, technical staff come and they start training the mechanics and training the franchisees also, and giving them strategies as to how to go forward. Now these six people have structured. They create entrepreneur, they structure the entrepreneurship, and they make the enterprise run successfully. Okay, now this is just the first part leg of your journey, because the first 3 months, as I say always to my franchise, is a learning sphere. You need to learn how to go about this business, because as sitting here with 80 plus units, I can tell you at a click of a second that what is a problem and how to solve it. But you need to understand, you need to identify the problem identification itself takes some time. So you need to identify the problem, you need to understand the solution, you need to get back to us, give us the regular feedback, and we will be giving you a regular suggestion as to how to go about. So this is where, and then the real hero among us, Mr. Brijesh Patel, the man who's sitting there, you can see his face also, he's always thinking which franchise, which how much they must earn. He's the person, we take money from the franchise, but he's the person who invests his time. He and his team invest their time on you, and they work out the annual maintenance contracts. And mind you, once Brijesh Bhai gets into the ring, then your growth is 2x, 3x multiples. So this is the entire nutshell of how all of us are correlating to do this. So what is Speedforce? Periodic service, minor, major repairs. So when we sell, as I tell my AMC candidates also, so you are not selling AMC, you are selling life, because unless a two-wheeler has a problem, nobody walks in. But by selling an AMC, you are reminded that you need to get your vehicle serviced so that you have zero problems, zero breakdowns, and you can move freely 247 365. So this is the thing. So accidental repairs, battery service, and in fact, I'm very pleased to tell you that very shortly we are going to give more value add-ons. We're going to go, and this process to give value add-ons to the franchise is continuous. So by Speedforce, profitable business, I think I told you the various profitable skills, large potential. Yes, of course, current channels have their own limitations, dealer workshop, improvement in technology demand, market demands for new trends. So what is the new trend? What is the new trend? How can you do new trend in a workshop? Yes, I will tell you how I did. We had a real great thing. Pre-COVID, we had designed a mobile app for our consumers. So through the mobile app, what can they do? They can book a service. So they can book a service, they can book a pick up and drop facility. This is the one thing in two-wheeler industry which we have revolutionized. We have made it pick up and drop facility, and you can book it online. Now, post COVID, that is when we did pre-COVID, it was a luxury item. It was a value add-on, but it was a luxury item for the consumer because he wanted to come there, look at the showroom, give all this. But post COVID, most of the people are avoiding crowds. Most of the people are avoiding new places, contacts with new people. So it's a very simple affair. All that they need to do is just get on the app, book a service to the nearest geolocation, and ask for a pick up and drop facility. Our mechanic will rush down and he will pick up. Our trained mechanics, they will rush down and they will pick up the vehicle, tell you, understand your problems, and then they come back. After they come back, they do the search and tell you these are the additional problems. Would you like to get it done? If you say it's fine, if you say no, as you said, whatever problems you wanted to be done would be done, and we take an appointment to hand over the vehicle, service vehicle to you, and hand it over to you. So the new trends. This is the new trends. Then the most important new trend, you know what we did? We were India's first two-wheeler company to sanitize a bike. And sanitization is not that easy, sir. Mind you, just throwing the sanitization liquid on the vehicle, it does not suffice because the moment the liquid is also got spirit, and the moment you start the vehicle, it could ignite. So there is a lot of care that has to be taken. So what we do is we do the spray sanitization, then we do the foam wash, and then we clean it with a very specialized cloth which takes care of the entire dirt or the virus that is there, and give you a spick and span. Any vehicle that comes out of Speedforce is sanitized and absolutely almost 99% virus free. So you can be rest assured for that. So this is how we have made improved technology and demands. Okay. So how Speedforce was potential mapping, location identification, selection of prospects, information. Yes, this is what we do. Legal due diligence in financials. This is where we do site visit, layout preparation, and layout preparation. There comes Ashok sir. Site readiness, installation, final inspection reports, manpower appointment, and training. Training is where Vaidya sir comes. Marketing activities, Vaidya sir comes. Inauguration and startup. Till then again we come back, and then we have the MC contract where Bijesh Bhai takes care. So hand holding, yes. On job training, yes. Training is always free from Speedforce. Speedforce never charges you a training. Why I'm telling you? Because if I don't train you with the latest technology, you are not going to be a profit center. And if you are not a profit center, it is a pain in my heart, which I don't want to happen, because that is the reason we give you training always free of cost. Initially, the training is at your hand, and the training is three phase. One is technology. What is the technology that is running? Second is motivation training. This training tells as to what is the way you need to handle a customer. See, the mechanics from a roadside mechanic shop, they've risen to a corporate job, so they need to understand. So the motivation training would be more of that. And the third type of training would be on job training. On job training is your equipment. So I am giving you multi brand two wheeler service equipment. Now, suppose if I don't give you on-job training, what happens is in 15 days, your workshop will be a chaotic zone. You never know where you kept the 910 spanner, which is required for a Hero Honda thing, or a 1011 one, which is required for a Bajaj. So the entire situation becomes chaotic. This is where my senior technicians will be teaching you as to how to go about the whole thing. And the very important thing in training is, as I told you, whenever there is an enhancement in technology, then we give you training. Suppose there is a shift from petrol engines to EV to solar. Tomorrow they might put water also and run. You never know. See, technology is changing on a day-to-day basis. So whenever there is a change, we give you training. And that training, initial training, as I told you, is a training at your place. But when there's a real massive change in technology, I cannot bring a two-wheeler to your place and show the training. So we pull all the local people to one place, and there we give training. So there the conveyance has to be borne by you, but the training is always free of cost. So this training is not just because when you open, the training is continuous process. Till Speedforce logo is there on the franchise board, training is always free of cost, and we will do it for the survival of our franchise. So timely visits and audit. Now timely visits and audit, due to Corona, not much is being done, but we have got a CRM where the backend we understand what is the workflow that's happening on a day-to-day basis, and also we monitor on mobiles and we monitor the entire thing. So technical support, this is a very, very vital point. Technical support, yes, we give you training, everything is fine. But I'll tell you, see, the entire foray of training is basically to see the vehicle run. But sometime, once in a year, once in 2 years, or once in 6 months, there must be a rare repair that comes to you, which you really can't say no, because you have become a dependable partner to a two-wheeler owner. So how can you say no? Because if you say no, then his whole idea about you is going to be shattered. So then what you do? Your mechanics are not equipped with that sort of a repair, because that's not a regular repair. Then that is the reason we always say that it is mandatory that all our franchises must have CC cameras and a Wi-Fi connection. Simple. You just log into the CC camera using the CC camera or a Wi-Fi connection. Log into a Skype call with one of our senior technician who's always sitting at our office, and they will talk to you in your regional language or in your local language or the mechanical language. They will talk to you and guide you step by step as to how to get that vehicle repaired. So there's nothing to worry. The technical support is there throughout the day and forever. Okay. And customer feedback. Yes, we have created the mobile app where every service is being downloaded on the app, and the customer can do the appraisal of the branch. The customer can do the appraisal of the mechanic who has done it. And we are also trying to open a cloud technology where the bill will be pushed into the cloud. I will tell you one simple example. What happens is, see how very macro level Speedforce has been thinking. So suppose the customer comes to you and asks us for an engine repair, which costs around 10,000 rupees or 12,000 rupees. You agree for it, you do it, you do the engine repair impeccably and give it back to him, is fine. Within 20 days or 25 days, then there's a problem with the spark plug. So immediately what his mindset will feel that I paid 12,000 rupees of a repair, and after all, the spark plug was not repaired. So with that sort of heat, he will come and argue at the workshop. Really, we have done only mechanical. The engine was a mechanical part. The spark plug is an electrical part. We have not done the electrical part. We have done only the mechanical part. And we also tell him, sir, look into your bill. Everything is listed. But which customer retains the bill in a specific file? Nobody does. He just after the billing is done, either they use it or throw it. So and they never know where they have done, where they have kept it. So that is where we have created the mobile app, where the bill would be pushed into it. So the moment the problem arises, all the customer is educated, so automatically he will not come to you immediately. He will look at the bill. Once he looks at the bill, he knows that it is not the spark plug has not been repaired. So automatically, then the customer will come to you and say, "Sir, can you replace my spark plug?" Because this avoids a lot of argument. One spoiled customer on the showroom will spoil 10 more who are looking around. So this is what has been taught by Speedforce, that the franchise must have zero problems. He must be able to take care of the entire customer base in such a way that he enjoys the customer fate. So this is the customer feedback and cross learning. Of course, as I told you, 80 places, 20 states, and 40 cities, which really shows what cross learning we have had. And this cross learning knowledge between us, 7 of us, we share around 210 years of man hours experience, and this is given to you with the franchise. So that's a big thing, which works for you and which works for your profit also. So tools, equipment, branding, stationery. Yeah. So let me just tell you, yeah, this is the initial process. So actually, I think that my guys have missed out the slide. Speedforce charges every franchise 7.5 lakhs, and the government charges 1.35 lakhs as GST. So totally it is around 8.85 lakhs, of which GST can be reimbursed once you have a GST certificate. So 7.5 lakhs plus GST is 8.85 lakhs. That's what we charge the customer, any franchise. So what do we do? So application along with the unit of once you're interested, we will send you an application and the address, bank details of to where you have to transfer the 1 lakh. Initially, the 1 lakh is transferred. Then the letter of intent is being supplied, sent to you by mail, which you have to sign it and send it back to us, which says that we are giving you, you are interested in our franchise, and we are allotting you the franchise for this specific area, and these are the things that we will do, and these are things you need to do. It's a sort of an agreement that comes, so that what we need to do and what you need to search for location and approval. So every location that you have, you select 2-3 location, get on a video call with any of our directors, any of us, we will be glad to assist you. Then the basic site work and vendor payments, and then final payments. See, then we come up with a standard operation process. It's a systematic. The admin staff will do a systematic work with you. We will have a welcome call where we will be telling you what we will do and what you will do and when the payments have to be scheduled. Basically, 1 week before inauguration, the entire payment has to be done. So now, let me get back to the old slide. Now, what do we do in this 7.5 lakhs? Why are we charging this 7.5 lakhs? 7.5 lakhs just for a mechanic shed? No, it's not for a mechanic shed. It's for a corporate entity that we are going to structure around you for the people, two-wheeler owners that who are situated in your geolocation. So what we do, we give you the entire tools and equipment that is required. Whatever you call it, we will give you the entire tools and equipment, because multi-brands have multi-tools. All those things will be given to you. And second is, we will be giving you branding. So what happens to branding? See, immediately once you select the place, then our technical team will give you a 3D layout as to where the wash area has to come, where your cabin has to come, where this trap has to come. Everything will be given a layout. Once you finish the internal partitions, the cubicles ready, then our branding team comes. They start taking the measurements of the designs that have to come at different places. This is a standard operation process. And the different fascia and the internal branding and the LED board, every measurement is being taken. Then the stationery, as I told you, none of our franchises, in fact 97% of our franchises are out of automobile sector. They don't know what they need. So from inauguration posters, banners to invitation cards, from visiting cards to your bill books, from job cards to your scheme cards, everything is being manufactured, will be printed by me and given to you, because we on from day one, you must be well equipped to serve the people. So then the marketing kit, this comes along with the AMC. So we bring as free structured kits, canopies, leaflets, promotional material, everything is given to you. So we send you 10 banners during the inauguration. You can put up at vantage positions where the crowd comes, that opening shortly banners. Then we give you paper insertions. Then we give you a lot of screen cards and all these things. Kindly, somebody is drawing on the screen. Kindly remove it. Don't do that, please. So these things will be given. Then the marketing software, as I told you, software, CRM, and the entire software for your office and the mobile apps for your clients. So this is very much required, that will be giving you. Then the training is continuous process. I've been telling you. So whenever there is a change in technology, there is training. Speedforce will handhold you till the last moment. The logo of Speedforce is there on your board, and most of our franchisees are really enjoying the success, the pampering that we do. They are enjoying it. So training is, and of course visits and audit is a regular affair. We are doing it. So I think the process of franchise appointment, I've done it. So wait for Hanji.
एक बार स्क्रीन शेयर क्लोज करके चालू कीजिए ना, ऑटोमेटिक हो जाएगा, ये रिमूव हो जाएगा सब कुछ.
अच्छा ठीक है, let me finish it off and do it otherwise.
Screen share करके.
I have removed the mischievous person who was there. I have already removed him. But in the meantime, you can stop and again start it.
So gentlemen, please give me a break. I'll just stop and then again start sharing, please.
Yes, now you can share.
So way forward, focus on pan-India market. Yes, we are focused on pan-India market because we are very sure we have understood the Indian psychology, and especially we have understood the two-wheeler owner psychology and what they need. So as I told you, our workshop process is totally machine-centric. You will get state-of-art machinery and everything. And our business process is customer-centric. So if we are able to have the true trust of the customer, then our survival is 100% sure. So target is metro, second, two-tier cities. I'll tell you, this is a very wrong slide. Deepen bhai, we need to change, because we are now gone into 3-tier and 4-tier also. We have gone to the smallest thing. So we need to change it. 100 franchise outlets, we are already 80 plus, and we are going to go 100 plus by 31st December. Yes, that is it. That is it. And our official partners, India's leading automobile, Minda, I told you, Castrol, insurance partners, Renew by ERP, Matrix, Warranty, AMC, sales partners, all of them are there. So the footprints, I think this is a very smaller version of the map. I think they have not added some of the areas more have to be added. This is not a recent one. I think we need to do another thing on this because on a day-to-day basis, tomorrow I'm opening my branch at Kadur in Karnataka. So this is a regular. Every week we are almost opening 2 to 3 branches across India. Yes. So there you see Deepen by having a grand smile with our guys at Auto Clinic. Yes. So this is the workshop layout. You see the ramps. As I told you, this is all Ashok sir's master sculpture. None of us interfere in this because he knows technology. He is the person who creates the entire showroom for us. Yes. So with Kashmir to Kanyakumari, wherever you go, Speedforce will be like this. Some of the videos that are there, and again some photos. Yes, this is done in Baroda, I suppose, because we celebrate with them the traffic
Pune,
is being
Pune,
celebrated.
Pune.
Pune, I think yes. Pune, they have done that free PUC camp. This is it. Yes. So this is a regular thing that we do, and of course we have done for certain remote areas. As I said, we have
Yeah.
crossed the tier 2, gone to tier 3 and tier 4 also. This auto publicity is there. Yes, this is first time in India bike sanitization has come, and I don't want to mention the name. A senior automobile gentleman had called us to demonstrate this to see how where we will fault. And after the demonstration, he was so happy. He said, "You guys have done a wonderful job," and that was the biggest market validation we got. Yes, welcome. Speedforce from Gujarat is the most emerging startup ready to go national with franchise network, organizing the unorganized network. Only this I could read because the others are on Gujarati, which is not my cup of tea. Okay, so these are the awards. Yes, and our journey. These are milestones in our journey, which we have slowly crossing and getting. So the still awards are there. I think yes, this big best small business award, which was real prestige for us. We have got all our directors from the left. We have got Deepen Barai. We have got Mr. Ashok Shah, and the right edge we have got Mr. Kapil Bindi. Yep. So yes, these are the various things. We speak at various various events also. Yes, as I told you, yes, this is 1 lakh, 3.5 lakhs, all these things put in a nutshell, the investment breakup. And workshop revenue, direct income and indirect income. As per our estimate, if you could do a minimum 10 vehicles, the average cost is 300 rupees and 3000 gross margin. And usme to you will get monthly revenue. So the entire thing, we have just calculated on a low scale level. So initially, maybe we have given you 2 ramps. It could start with 2 vehicles on each ramp, that is 4 vehicles. And even if you take a 1000 rupees, which is the minimum billing on an average in India, it would be 4000 rupees, and that's about 25 days, 1 lakh. But you work 30 days, it's about 1.2 lakhs. So the entire thing is like that. You create the profit margin right from the first vehicle that comes to you. In the sense, every service that you do, every repair that you do, you make money. As per Indian Automobile Survey, 1000 rupees billing means 40% goes towards service and labor. So that's your own money. That is the infrastructure. That should take care of your infrastructure, the entire infrastructure. And then the next 60% goes towards spares and lubes. And as I told you initially, you get a margin of 10% to 55%. Manlo that we'll take an average, mean average, we are making 25-30% margin. So in that 600 rupees, 180 rupees you make, which is a return on investment that should go to you. So we always assure that between 6 to 8 months, the return on investment will start happening, and within 24 months, the entire investment would be recaptured if things go as per our strategy. So it should go. It is going also. So, but there are a lot of people who have started ROI from month 3, and in third month, 47% of my franchisees have opted for a second franchise because they understand the setup, the standard operation process is such well immaculately special, I mean, presented, that within 3 months of learning, from the fourth month, it gets into autopilot mode. And that's where our real hero, Brijesh Bhai, will come, and he will create real miracles for you, where your income starts multiplying in excess. So this is something that it is all there. And then we have got workshop versus expenses, rent 1,000 rupees. This is a daily 30,000 rupees, which we say in workshops. But this is, I think, they have worked out for tier metro cities. In tier 2, tier 3, I have almost gone for 15,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees rent. In fact, one place called Saundati, just on phone, we could convince the owner from 20,000 to 12,000 to make him understand, because once Speedforce signs in, it is a 5 years agreement that almost happens, and we give 5 years rent, he can be rest assured, because after that it is buying own space and moving into own space. So these are all the various things. 35,000 for lecturers for the salary. We consider for a 2 ramp, we need 3 people, and the owner must be there on the. I specifically recommend the owner must be there on the premises for 3 months relentlessly, because he needs to understand the flow. 3 mechanics, one mechanic who's a senior mechanic who can handle motorbikes, a junior mechanic who can handle scooters, and the third one is a helper and a washer. These 3 people, their salaries are like this, 35,000 and odd. So electricity maintained, these are all on the higher side. They've put it 15,000 rupees taxes, employee incentive, welfare 15,000, investment 11,000, and all these things. I think you would have got a fair view about how the whole thing is working out. So yes, the above calculation 10 vehicles for ease of the calculation. This is on the higher side. From second month, you will be reaching almost this level. It should go ahead. And yes, so comparison versus retail and F&B. Now, every investor, I have given you all the necessary information that is required. I have told you what Speedforce does. Everything I've given you. But still, let us have a comparative analysis of a cross section of industries that are going in for franchising model. Okay, the retail, the investment is high. Yes, the inventory is high. The high investment, yes, you might say, yes, high investment and high returns, true. But the retention is also high, because you have a lot of material that's been used. Look at any of the showrooms, once in 6 months, they put up end of season sale. They put up discounted rates, because they have to do it. They have to sell the inventory, because that is eating into their profit. So this is one thing. So and food and beverages, moderate and high. Yes, moderate. Let's consider it moderate and high, because these two industries, in fact, the retail industry and food industry, almost took a zero dip during the corona. Nobody had the chance to open. Nobody wanted to. Only food industry was based on only supply chain, that is last mile connectivity, no in-house thing. So for the in-house, they have built such a big empire, and after all, they were supposed to only supply parcels. Whereas automobile multi-brand is low investment, low stock inventory, overhead expenses are also low, no seasonal effects. This is one thing which I love the industry. There is no seasonal effect. Be it the rainy season brings in more vehicles, and the summer season brings in more vehicles. So it is always vehicles, vehicles, vehicles. So consumer need is, yes, daily need. Services are daily need. In fact, we don't do it, but generally because we don't do it daily, it is once in a month you can visit a Speedforce outlet. Profitability, yes, high profitability, because the work you do, the labor you do, the service you do, you earn, and the spares you do, you earn, the oils you change, you earn, and the waste of all these things also you earn. So it is a multiple ways to earn. So yes, again we have come back to the initial process. Now I think we've already done the whole thing. You know how to go, how the things happen. So thank you, a big thank you from Speedforce for giving a patient hearing to whatever we said. And I assure you that this must be a remarkable and it must be a life-changing moment for you, because we have given you everything, and you have got experts behind you who will be the guiding light for your success, and your franchise will be a profit center like our ATL franchises. Anytime you want any further query, we are always there on 7878432432, and regionally also we are available. You can get across to us. Thank you, Dipen bhai, thank you friends.
Wait a minute. As we show you one video presentation.
Hello friends, Speedforce Venture Private Limited is the #1 fastest growing multi-brand two-wheeler company in the India. It have 70 plus franchisees in 18 states of the Union. It's a Gujarat-based company. Our workshop technicians are fully trained and qualified. Our technicians are trained over hygiene factors for COVID-19. We have the facility of insurance renewal or new insurance at our all franchises. You can use our service app for booking your service vehicle for quality service. There are 21 checkpoints which we follow during vehicle servicing. All service vehicles are properly sanitized 3 times during the service to maintain hygiene factors. We provide free pickup and drop facility within 3 kilometers radius from our franchises. Our all workshops are having foam wash facility to perform a quality water wash on your vehicle. You can use our roadside assistance app, which provide breakdown service within 25 kilometers radius of our service center. We do supply petrol in roadside assistance service. We use all genuine spare parts for all vehicles to maintain the quality of our service. We have tie-up with Castrol also. Our all franchisee workshop are fully equipped with high-tech tools and equipments. Join us and grow with us. Service is our strength. We are Speedforce. Thank you.
Thank you all participate. Thank you Rajbhai, and thank you. If you have any queries, you reach us on website www.speedforce.in, and also you can call us on 7878-432-432. Thank you all. Thank you for your valuable times, and thank